WSSU Ram Nation, we are officially in the first home game week of the season. I'm going to talk about that as well as a great promotion that's going on. But there's some even bigger news that we're going to get to first, right after this. Cut it. There is not going to be an intro on this one. Let's try something different. If you guys don't know me, my name is Stephen J. Gaither. I am founder of HBCU Game Day, a 2009 graduate of Winston-Salem State University, and I want to welcome everybody who is watching this video or follows this channel. This is WSSU Ram Nation, where we put the spotlight on Winston-Salem State University, and I may dibble and dabble in some other global HBCU things on here as well. But that's what this channel is about. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you can do me a big favor, please hit that like button and please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well, as we're trying to get that push to 1,000 so that we can officially get monetized. You know, your boy spent a good chunk of money going down to Alabama and covering the Red Tails Classic and not monetized yet. But in the meantime, if you do want to help out the channel, you can go ahead and buy some merch. It is sweatshirt hoodie season, so that definitely helps. So I appreciate everybody who does that. I'll drop some links down below. All right, guys, as I said, it is officially game week for the first home game of the 2025 football season. I'm excited about that. But before we get to that, we got some business that we need to take of. Some really great news that came out on Monday that we should all really be excited about. And it's bigger. It's bigger than sports. So we will go and talk about this. Am I ready? Let me talk to my producer. Producer, are we ready? Okay, producer says we're ready. All right, guys. So 2025, these are the enrollment. All right, so 2025, these are the enrollment numbers that were released by WSSU on September 8th. So as you can see, because you're so Ram smart, you really don't need me to read this, but let's look at these numbers for a bit. So our total enrollment is 4,972,000 students. So we're up 4.7% from last year. I know that just a couple years ago, we were on that lower end of the 4,000 spectrum. So this is represents a move forward. That also includes record graduate enrollment, up 15% from last year. That's a big jump. Those are really big numbers. Shout out to the enrollment team for the work that they've been putting in. And we have over 1,000 new freshmen. That is one of the best numbers that we've had in recent years, according to WSSU. Now, it doesn't say how recent years is. Again, I came in the mid-2000s where the university got as big as it's ever been, over 6,000 enrollment at one point. And, you know, we've been dancing since then. But this is a really a big positive for us. Let's see. There were also some releases there were also some news that was released in addition to this. I'll read some of that. This is the third consecutive year that we have grown, according to WSSU. And according to our Chancellor, Benita Brown, we welcome our largest freshman class in recent history, and seeing such strong growth in graduate programs reflects the hard work of our faculty and staff, the strength of academic offerings, and the responsibility for student success. These numbers reflect our commitment to innovation, access, and the kind of student-centered experience that prepares our graduates to lead and serve. So they credit a lot of this to a new customer relation management system that has streamlined admissions, and that resulted in nearly 15,000 applications. And so that number is a really solid number for us. That means that people are interested in Winston-Salem State University. I know a couple years back, we were under 10,000. So to see us over 15, right at the 15,000 mark, means that students are hearing about WSSU. They're interested in WSSU. And of course, there are 1,000 of them that have joined the Ramily. So the YRs, as we'll call them, the Young Rams. So really excited to see that. Let us know in the comments if you have a student that is a young person that's going into school, or you know someone that's in school now. This is a big thing for us. We're in the state of North Carolina where there are five public HBCUs and private HBCUs as well, in addition to the plethora of other educational opportunities there. I know that North Carolina A&T, North Carolina Central, and Fayetteville State have all reported record enrollment. We're not there, but we are up 4.7%. I believe that Elizabeth City, the fifth HBCU in the UNC system, is also in that same vein. So HBCU enrollment is up, and again, there are a lot of historic numbers, and this is really solid for us. So really interested to see how things move forward. As you can see, a little bit of the breakdown where the students came from. So 1 out of 10 came from Mecklenburg County, or probably a little bit over 1 out of 10. I'm not a math guy. 1 out of 11, 126. 70 from Forsyth. That's solid for the home county. 107 from Guilford. Then also Wake County and Cumberland County showed up as well. So it's really great to see that, again, people are click away from that. People are interested in WSSU, and applications is one stage, enrollment is another, freshman enrollment is another stage, and then retention and graduation rates, right? That's the next step as well. But you got to get them into the funnel at first. So congratulations to everybody who's worked hard to really do that. Maybe we'll, if you guys are interested, we'll get some folks from Enrollment or someone to come and talk to us, on the channel. So I'm open to it, guys. One thing I did want to address is I ran the analytics numbers, and our numbers are growing. I'm really happy about that. But I did the analytics based on age, and the age of our average viewer skewed a little higher than I expected. Shout out to the Gen X Rams and the Baby Boomer Rams. You guys are on here. I know people like to give y'all a hard time, but we appreciate you here. To my Millennial Rams and to my Gen Z Rams, but especially my Millennial Rams in that age group, let us know what we can do to get you guys to watch more of the content. This is really not just for me to sit here and be on a bully pulpit to tell you guys what I think about WSSU, but really to be a sounding board and a catalyst for engagement, especially in the millennial age range, because we are the biggest group of WSSU alumni, and it's time for us to really step up and step to the plate. So, all right, with that PSA out of the way, again, as I said, we are in the first game week of the 2024 home season for WSSU. WSSU has already played 2 games. Went all the way down to Alabama to play Tuskegee, caught a tough L there. Then last week had a resilient game against Mars Hill. Go check the video that I did on those as well, so you can kind of get those updates. But now we have our first home game. It is against Lincoln University. It is on Saturday, September 13th. It's on Saturday. It's on Saturday. And so we're playing Lincoln University of PA. A little bit of the recent history there. A couple years ago when we were going to have our homecoming in the month of September, we were supposed to play Lincoln, PA. You guys know how that worked out. That was a bummer. That was tough. So we didn't get a chance to play them that year. The next year we went up to Lincoln, and they beat us. They beat us, guys, for like the first time, I believe, since 1946. First time in forever. The biggest win in their history, right? So they got that win, and we didn't play them last year, so they're coming to our stadium. They're not local, so it's definitely going to be on us to fill it up. Last year we had great attendance for WSSU football, over 7,000 a game, which led not only the CIAA, but also all of Division II in North Carolina. And that's a point of pride that we should really focus on. And I'm really excited about that, and I think that we can do it again as well. Now, we only have 4 home games this year, so we got to make them all count. First game again is against Lincoln. It's a night game. Everybody loves a night game at Bowman Gray. I know I certainly do. And I wish we had more of them, but another year. Anyway, that's the game part. Now, one of the things that I want folks to know, another thing that just came out on Monday, September 8th, is the fact that WSSU has decided to do some community outreach. You know, a lot of times we get accused of not being involved enough in the community and not doing enough in the Winston-Salem community in our backyard. Well, look, I mean, you're never going to please everybody, but this is one thing that they can't say. WSSU announced on Monday that it would be celebrating educators in Winston-Salem Forsyth County school system. So on Saturday, September 13th, I was right. They are our special guests. They can come in and they can get in for free with their Winston-Salem Forsyth County school ID. So that is really big for a lot of reasons. I'm going to tell you why really quickly. One, it's just great community outreach. Two, if you know what's going on in not only education across the board is under attack, and also, you know, in the Winston-Salem Forsyth County school district, there has been some financial issues that have led to some cutbacks. And, you know, so the teachers are really, it's a really stressful job already. And then you add what's going on there. It totally is. So this is great. I think this is a great opportunity for outreach and really to impact those folks. And I also think, so it's great PR, no doubt about it. And also, if you think about it, Winston-Salem State University, before we were Winston-Salem State, we were Winston-Salem Teachers College. So we have a long storied history of, you know, supporting education. We were the first Black college to give those degrees in elementary education. So that history precedes it. And again, I just think it's a great opportunity. Shout out to the people who decided to do it. Hopefully that story really gets out there in the media, and it's a chance for us to really get some good free PR along with getting people in free to the game. So let us know in the comments if you're planning on checking out that game or any game this season. Again, we are taking on Lincoln. I think we're like a 24-point favorite to beat them, but man, look, the football squad rarely makes it as easy as we want it to be. So who knows what's going to happen? But what we do know what's going to happen is the game is going to go on. Got new announcers. B-Dot's not going to be our announcer this year, but he will be around when he can as our Mr. Alumni. And so, look, it's Bowman Grades, Winston-Salem State University. Enough said. Put on your gear. It's also, I believe, Greek Day and Faculty Day. There is no Color Day, so us non-Greeks, I guess we just do whatever we're going to do. But it's an exciting time to be in Winston-Salem at WSSU and around the atmosphere. So that's it, guys. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. No intro for the millennials. I know y'all got things to do. So catch you guys in the next video. Appreciate all the love and support, and we will see you guys later. Peace.